not associate the pop group Chicago with big band music, but think again. That sound has been a consistent part of the band's repertoire for nearly 3 decades. Reed man Walt Parazaider met his hero, the great Duke Ellington, at a gig back in the 70s. Their meeting made a permanent impression.
Duke Ellington was being paid tribute to on one of the network shows, and we did one of Duke's tunes, Jump for Joy, and did it in a Chicago fashion or whatever. And the thing that I remember the most vividly is before we taped the show, Jimmy Pankow, the trombone player, and myself ran up to Duke's dressing room, and he was being wheeled out by a nurse. And we said, "Mr. Ellington," and he got up out of the wheelchair, and I says, "You know, thanks so much for, this is an honor to be asked to be on your show. Thank you very much." And he shook both of our hands and looked us in the eye with a twinkle in his eye. He says, "No, on the contrary, young man," he says, "it's my honor, because you're the next Duke Ellingtons."
Chicago has undergone plenty of changes over the years, but there was concern about whether their core audience would go for the new sound. It was a risk the guys had to take.
Our career has been sort of built on doing things that were risky. When we started out, there weren't any rock and roll bands with horns. And people would go, they'd look at a trombone and go, "How many strings does that thing have on it? How do you tune it?" They didn't know about that stuff. But we still, we stuck to our guns and kept doing what we were doing.
When the idea first came up, I thought that the concept would be to just do a traditional big band album, and so I was kind of scared, thinking, I don't play upright bass, and so, we're just going to have to get, a great bass player, and maybe my dad, could come and play on it. But, I was excited about the vocal challenge, because I love just trying different things.
So far, their gamble has paid off.
The new album is fabulous with all of the old favorites now. It's just wonderful.
It's incredible. It's simply incredible.
I think it's great. Bringing back the sound of my old tunes. I love them.
I love Chicago.
It's no accident that Chicago has sold more than 100 million albums worldwide. The band maintains a strong connection to its audience and thrives on live performances. It's that bond which keeps Chicago on the road year after year after year.
That audience is such a mirror of what you're doing, and they tell you right away what's going on, that there's really nothing like that.
It's so exciting to get out and play. Every night we improve. We're into it.
We really love what we do, and I think that's part of it. And anytime that we've hit a bump in the road, and Lord knows we've had them, where there's been a dip in our career or whatever, we fought through it, stuck together, and kept moving on.
Let's do it again real soon.
Chicago's tour is scheduled to continue through December.